असदुद्दीन ओवैसी ये प्रश्न उठा रहे हैं कि कैसे 8 लोग जिनके पास कोई हथियार नहीं थे उन्हें जिंदा क्यों नहीं पकड़ा गया।
देखिए, वो किसी एक हेड कांस्टेबल को गला रेत कर मार कर गए। वो जेल के अंदर पुलिस कर्मचारियों के हाथ पैर बांध कर गए और खतरनाक आतंकवादी हैं। आप इस प्रकार कम से कम आतंकवादियों के विषय में, देशद्रोहियों के विषय में इस प्रकार के प्रश्न पैदा करना, ये हमारे देश की राष्ट्रभक्त पुलिस है, राष्ट्रभक्त सेना है, उनके खिलाफ बोलना मैं समझता हूँ कि ये शरारतपूर्ण राजनीति इस देश के अंदर
नहीं। अगर आप उन तस्वीरों को देखें और गौर से देखें, जो तस्वीरें केवल इंडिया टुडे चैनल पर इस समय चल रही हैं, उन 8 के पास 5 दिख रहे हैं, उनके पास कोई हथियार नहीं है। जो 8 शव बरामद हुए उनमें कोई हथियार नहीं मिले, जबकि पुलिस का कहना था कि गोलीबारी हुई। तो अगर गोलीबारी हुई तो हथियार कहां गए?
मेरा ऐसा कहना है कि ये जो आपके पास वीडियो है, ये क्या प्रमाणिक है? आप किसी भी हवाबाजी की वाली बात पर इस प्रकार की बहस करेंगे तो मेरा ख्याल ये उचित नहीं है। इससे क्या होता है कि मिलिट्री फोर्सेस, पुलिस फोर्सेस, इनका मनोबल गिरता है। आज आवश्यकता इस बात की है कि देश की आंतरिक सुरक्षा को खतरा पैदा करने वाले लोग जेल में कूद कर भाग जाते हैं, उनकी सहानुभूति में लोग खड़े हो जाते हैं। मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि इन प्रश्नों से वे सैनिक परिवार जिन्होंने अपने प्राणों की आहुति दी है, उनके दिल पे क्या गुजरती, कम से कम आप उनकी भावना को भी समझिए।
कैलाश विजयवर्गीय जी मेरे साथ 1 मिनट रहिए। असदुद्दीन ओवैसी इस प्रश्न का उत्तर देना चाहते हैं। असद ओवैसी, यू हर्ड व्हाट कैलाश विजयवर्गीय is saying. He's saying if you raise questions, the morale of the police, the morale of the security forces goes down because these suspects had killed a policeman while escaping.
You know, let me put a counter question to him, that it is because of your inefficiency, it is because of your pathetic attitude and your blinkered vision of governance, that anyone who questions your inefficiency and your pathetic attitude, you immediately raise the flag of nationalism. It is because of your inefficiency that these so-called people who are facing grave UAPA charges were able to scale 35 feet wall. Your CCTV cameras were not working. Because of you, that man died. And now you have, an encounter takes place. You don't want to believe the truth. You could have taken them alive. You could have given justice to the whole, shown to the whole world. It is because of their inefficiency, not having a proper system of governance. Anyone nowadays who questions BJP's failure is branded as an anti-national.
Let me put that question to Kailash Vijayvargiya. Kailash Vijayvargiya, उत्तर दीजिए इस प्रश्न का। उत्तर दीजिए इस प्रश्न का। असद ओवैसी कह रहे हैं कि जो प्रश्न उठाए भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार पर, उसी को राष्ट्र विरोधी आप करार देते हैं।
राष्ट्र विरोधी करार देने वाली बात नहीं है। ये सिर्फ ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार का प्रश्न नहीं है। आप सरकार को एक तरफ रख दीजिए, ये सेना की एक्टिविटीज, हमारे जो पैरा मिलिट्री फोर्सेस हैं, उनके मनोबल को गिराने वाले। भारतीय जनता पार्टी से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। भारतीय जनता पार्टी मिस्टर ओवैसी जी के कहने से हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, और वो कितना भी गाली दे, कितना भी कुछ करे, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। उनके गाली देने से, उनके कुछ कहने से हमें क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
नहीं, लेकिन जो वो प्रश्न उठा रहे हैं
पैरा मिलिट्री फोर्स को फर्क पड़ता है, उन सैनिकों को जिनके आप कल्पना तो करिए कि आज मंजीत का परिवार हमारी बहस सुन रहा होगा तो क्या सोच रहा होगा।
नहीं तो मंजीत के परिवार, मनदीप के परिवार और भोपाल में इस एनकाउंटर का क्या लेना देना है?
क्या करना है?
बिल्कुल भी। और आप
मंजीत का भोपाल से क्या करना है?
ये बीजेपी के ऊपर प्रश्न नहीं है, ये प्रश्न है उन सब राष्ट्रभक्त सैनिकों के खिलाफ, उन सब पैरा मिलिट्री फोर्सों के खिलाफ जो आतंकवादियों से संघर्ष कर रहे, अपने प्राणों की आहुति दे रहे हैं।
असद ओवैसी आपसे एक सवाल पूछ रहे हैं। असदुद्दीन साहब पूछे अपना प्रश्न।
नहीं, गौरव साहब, मैं सवाल नहीं करूंगा। मैं ये बता रहा हूं कि देखिए इनकी सोच, देखिए कि मंजीत को लाकर भोपाल से मिला देते हैं, और भोपाल में जो कुछ भी हुआ वो बीजेपी की नाकामी की वजह से हुआ। अगर आप इतने देशभक्त होते तो जेल तोड़कर कोई जा ही नहीं सकता। अगर आप देश प्रेमी होते तो यादव का कत्ल नहीं होता। अगर आप वाकई में भारत माता का नारा लगाने वाले होते तो वो उस पहाड़ी पर जो 8 लोग खड़े हुए थे उनको जिंदा पकड़कर लाकर आप इंसाफ करते। सवाल यह है कि आपकी देशभक्ति मशकूक है, आप हिंदुस्तान से मोहब्बत नहीं करते, आप हिंदुस्तान से मोहब्बत करने वालों को गद्दार कहते हैं और अपनी नाकामियों को छुपाने के लिए जो आज भोपाल में आपकी हुकूमत है, मेरी हुकूमत नहीं है, आप सो रहे थे, 35 फीट की दीवार कूद कर लोग चले गए, हमारा एक जवान शहीद हो गया और आप उन 8 को पकड़ सकते थे मगर आपने पकड़ने का कष्ट नहीं किया और उसके बाद जब एक लाश पड़ी हुई थी उस पर गोली चलाकर आप बता रहे हैं कि ये ह्यूमैनिटेरियन है।
There are several layers to this conspiracy and this encounter. So what happened? From what police sources have told India Today, late last night between 2 and 3 a.m. That's the time when the guard shift was changing at the Bhopal Central Prison. These terrorists somehow managed to escape. That's a matter of investigation. When they escaped, they killed a prison guard, an old guard. Both his sons are in the army. They then escaped. Did they have outside help? That's a matter of investigation. But early in the morning, the police were informed that on the outskirts of Inkhedi village, which is about 10 to 15 kilometers from the Bhopal Central Prison, 8 men were spotted. Some were limping. Were they armed? The police only got to know later. As the police closed in, according to the police, there was an encounter. We bring you that ground report.
Terror suspects from the band Simi. Student Islamic Movement of India, who managed a dramatic prison break after killing a policeman on duty, were hunted down and shot dead in just 9 hours. The group was facing treason charges and, according to the police, was noticed by a group of villagers 11 kilometers from Bhopal Central Jail. The escapees also seem to have some local help as they were armed when confronted by the police.
उनके पास हथियार थे, क्रॉस फायरिंग हुई थी और पुलिस की टीम ने और सीटीजी और एसटीएफ वालों ने बड़ी बहादुरी के साथ एक इतने गंभीर अपराधियों को लिक्विडेट।
According to the police, the escape began around 2 a.m. this morning when the prisoners managed to overpower 2 policemen during the change of guard. They stole the keys and made their way towards the outer periphery of the jail. On the way, the Simi men killed the head constable Ram Shankar, slitting his throat with sharp steel plates. The terror suspects then made a rope out of bed sheets and used it to scale the 20 feet outer wall. By 4 a.m., Bhopal police and the anti-terror squad had fanned out. The central government was informed. Then, at around 10 a.m., policemen received information that some strangers had been seen washing their faces in a river. Police swooped in and after an hour-long reported encounter, eliminated all the 8 terror suspects.
Well, in this daring jailbreak, 8 Simi terrorists managed to escape from this highly fortified Bhopal Central Jail. In fact, out of these 8 Simi terrorists, 4 had also managed to break the Khandwa jail in September 2013. They were arrested from various parts of Uttar Pradesh in the next 2 years and brought to Bhopal.
घटना को मैंने बहुत गंभीरता से लिया है। जेल से आतंकवादियों का फरार होना अपने आप में
The Shivraj government was swift in taking action. 5 prison officials were immediately suspended and a judicial probe ordered into the escape. Madhya Pradesh has also requested an NIA probe into how the under-trials were able to escape for answers to the many questions in the case. With Hemendra Sharma, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now these 8 had very serious cases against them. Suspected terrorists involved in the 2008 Ahmedabad blast. Some of them, 57 innocent Indians were killed in that blast, over 100 injured. So who are these people? Mehboob Malik, 2008 Ahmedabad serial blast and the murder of a constable. He was a suspect in this case, wanted in connection with this. Apart from Mehboob Malik, Salik alias Sallu involved in 17 blasts, allegedly murder of 3 policemen, including a bank robbery and a train robbery. Sallu was also in jail and had escaped from the Khandwa Central Prison in 2013. Amzad Khan, robbery of Gold Finance Company and Ratlam shootout, again in which a policeman was killed. Again, one man who'd escaped from Khandwa prison. So some of these people, at least 4 of these 8 had escaped from prison in the past. 2 others, of course, had been killed in an encounter earlier. Zakir Hussain, murder of a police constable. That is why the police tell India Today they were not taking any chances, because these were hardened criminals who were involved in killing policemen in the past, and not once, more than once. Khalid Ahmed, charged possession of bombs, links with a terror group, Indian Mujahideen Lashkar-e-Taiba. Now he's the man from whose house in Maharashtra a large quantity of explosives had been recovered. Mohammad Akil Khilji planned the attack in Madhya Pradesh after several semi arrests, planned the assassination of BJP and RSS leaders. Mohammad Akil Khilji was heading that unit of Students Islamic Movement of India, a banned terrorist group in this country. Serious charges these suspects had. Mujib Sheikh, again was wanted in connection with the 2008 Ahmedabad serial blast, had trained in the terror training camps. And what is more sinister about him, according to the police, he was also a trainer. He used to train other people in making bombs. Now some of these people had escaped once earlier from prison, and after escaping from prison were once again allegedly involved in terror activities. So the police say they had killed policemen before. That is why they didn't want to take any chances with them. They were armed, they had weapons, there was a genuine encounter, and that is where these people were killed. As far as that video about pumping a bullet into a seemingly lifeless body is concerned, that's a matter of investigation. But this issue, and especially the emergence of these 2 videos, has led to intense politics between the Congress and the BJP. Now, Digvijay Singh, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister and General Secretary of the Congress Party, has called for an independent probe in this matter, as has Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM. The BJP, on the other hand, is saying it's a genuine encounter. Let the National Investigation Agency probe this matter. Let's take a look.
Hours after a daring escape from a high-security jail, 8 semi-terror suspects were gunned down. The state government hailed it as a great search and neutralize operation. But then 2 explosive videos surfaced. 2 videos which stamp a big question mark over the whole operation.
सारा जो इनकाउंटर हुआ है, ये पुलिस के पास और कोई रास्ता नहीं था, और वो उस कारण से ये इनकाउंटर हुआ है.
The first video clearly shows the suspects standing on a rock and waving at the gathered police personnel. The cops are in contact with the control room and describe how the semi-operatives are trying to establish contact with them. One of the escapees is even limping. The second video is even more intriguing. The police personnel can be seen at the top of the rock where the suspects were. One of the cops goes through a semi-operative's body and extracts a brand new knife. One of his colleagues is then seen shooting another lying terrorist at close range. When questioned, the police was evasive on the videos.
इसमें जो है हम लोग इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहे हैं. जो भी घटना स्थल हुई है वो कहीं एक बहुत ही खुला एरिया है, और इन्वेस्टिगेशन में सारे बिंदु जितने भी हैं जो घटना हुई है वो सारे इन्वेस्टिगेशन में कवर किए जाएंगे.
A political face-off has been kick-started in the state. The opposition has targeted the government over the highly questionable circumstance of the encounter.
What is surprising and perplexing to me is that these under trial prisoners are wearing, they are fully clothed, they are wearing shoes, they have watches on their wrist. As an under trial, these things are not given to under trial.
BJP hit back, questioning where the opposition's loyalties lie.
जेल को तोड़कर भागे तो उनको इनकाउंटर में मारा गया, और इस पर भी कांग्रेस प्रश्न चिन्ह उठा रही है. ये बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण स्थिति है.
The progression of the jailbreak case is raising more questions than it has answered. With Hemendra Sharma in Bhopal, Bureau Report, India Today.
There's outrage in Madhya Pradesh BJP, the police and the government, where they're saying, why are questions being asked? When there was a genuine encounter, these 8 had apparently killed a policeman on duty, a prison guard on duty, before they escaped. They scaled a wall, they escaped, then they fired at the police. That is when the encounter took place. That is what the government is saying. The NIA investigations will reveal the truth. But what's the background of these 8 and the organization they worked for? The Students' Islamic Movement of India. Why is that group banned in India? What were the earlier terror activities that group has been involved in? Let's find out.
A daring jailbreak by Simi terror suspects. 8 Simi operatives used the cover of Diwali night clatter to break free of the Bhopal Central Jail. But the escapees could not go far. After glaring security lapses, they were finally hunted down 11 kilometers away from the jail. This is not the first time Simi terror suspects had escaped from jail in Madhya Pradesh. Among these 8 terrorists, Zakir, Mehboob Sheikh, Ahmed and Sadiq had fled in 2013 as well. Students' Islamic Movement of India was formed in Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh in April 1977. The group opposed ideas like democracy, secularism and nationalism and was allegedly behind a number of terror strikes. It was banned in 2001 for indulging in anti-national activities. Apart from several attempts to escape prisons over the years, Simi operatives have been charged for their alleged links with the Indian Mujahideen and its involvement in the 2006 Malegaon blast and 2010 Varanasi bombing. Bureau Report, India Today.
But through the day, there were claims and counter-claims. The police said one thing, the Madhya Pradesh government said one thing. For example, the Inspector General of Bhopal, Yogesh Chaudhary, insisted that there was an encounter. These terrorists, suspected terrorists, had opened fire at the police. The police fired back in retaliation, and that is where the encounter took place and the 8 were killed. But another police officer said that none of these terrorists were armed. One said that they were armed only with local utensils of the prison that had been converted into sharp-edged weapons. There was many contradictions that came back and forth. Let's listen in.
लोकल मेड चाकू वगैरह से ही किया है ये जेल में हथियार। हाँ, जो थाली या जो इस टाइप के है उसके इस्तेमाल किया है।
इनके पास हथियार थे, क्रॉस फायरिंग हुई थी और पुलिस की टीम ने और सीटीजी और एसटीएफ वालों ने बड़ी बहादुरी के साथ एक इतने गंभीर अपराधियों को लिक्विडेट